Well, hello class. Today we are creating a happy St. Patrick's Day drawing to our art journal, to our art sketchbook. We're going to practice all kinds of fun shapes. For example, this is a shape of a heart, and it takes 4 hearts to create a shamrock. We're going to learn how to make the 3 heart shamrock as well. We're going to practice our Roji Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet rainbow. We're going to make our pot of gold. And of course, we're going to make a nice welcoming leprechaun together. So let's just watch how I'm going to get started. And when you're ready, you can use your supplies such as markers or crayons or pencils. Colored pencils work too to get started. I'm using markers because it's easier to see on the camera, and I would like you to use whatever that you have in your supply box and work nice and quietly on your table. So first thing I want to teach you, I'm going to put my lucky leprechaun over here. Hopefully it brings me lots of luck and all of us this year. First thing I'm going to teach you is to do the shapes of shamrocks. And the way to do them is, I'm going to erase this so that you can see one more time how I got it done. I'm going to start with a simple cross. And you see how they meet? The cross meets in the middle. This will be one heart, like a B shape upside down, or make a heart, connect the ends and make your heart. Connect this with a B shape right here. And finally, the last shamrock. And then a little stem. This is a 4-leaf clover kind. And you can do a little shading on the bottom of it and then fill it up with green. And then I want to show you a three leaf. Excuse me, 3-leaf one. That one starts with an X instead of a cross. And then we complete the heart here and hearts on the side and give it a little shamrock stem. So one more time, it's an X and a complete heart here, heart here, heart here, and have a shamrock. Practice X, make small ones and large ones like you see in this picture on the side. So we are going to make a couple of shamrocks just for practice. We have the 4-leaf ones and we have the 3-leaf ones. I did some shading on the bottom of each heart with darker marker, and I went with a lighter marker around the edges and filled it in. Pretty simple so far, right? So the next step will be doing your rainbow, and I already pre-painted mine, and it's pretty self-explanatory. So red rainbow, just a nice little arch across that side of the paper. You have shamrocks on one side, and on this side, reserving 3/4 of a paper. Most of the paper we're reserving here for our leprechaun. So you need from the very, at least the middle, all the way down. At the middle of the paper, you need to reserve for your leprechaun. Okay? So when you're doing your rainbow, know that the leprechaun will be sitting right underneath the rainbow. So we'll finish the red, finish our red. I'm not going to redraw it because it's already done. So I'm just going to make it nicer. My orange. See how I'm hiding it behind my Clover? That means overlapping. That means I'm showing overlapping in art. An important skill to know is how to overlap, to show perspective, to show that one thing is in front of the other thing. So I'm going to hide some of the rainbow inside of the clovers I already drawn. And if you were not done, we can pause the video. And for those who are ready, you can continue doing your rainbow. And I'm going to finish my blue. next to my green and my indigo and violet, which I'm just gonna do purple for those two colors. Okay, so right now we should have the shamrocks. We practiced some little ones as well, and we've got the rainbow. I will draw another leprechaun just to show you how it is drawn step by step. I'll take a nice clean piece of paper. And the first thing for the leprechaun, again, it is in this area from the top to about the bottom. So more than half of the paper is going to be reserved to draw the leprechaun. I start with the head, which is a rectangle shape, and a little round oval for the head bottom with a large buckle, which is also like a square. So we have a rectangle or rhombus, and we can review the shapes as well. And we have the henna with the different shapes. So this is like a trapezoid type. Okay, so we are going to, it's really a rectangle of sorts, but one side is longer than the bottom side. Top side is longer. And I'm just gonna use my green to color it. And the inside shape, square, little square, I'm gonna draw my buckle. In the middle will be black. And don't forget, we already had the rainbow above that. So right now, we were supposed to have the rainbow finished up with the red. And we had the orange finished. And I will color that. We had the yellow in that order. Next came green. Next came blue. And next came purple. And I only have one line each, but I'd like you to fill up the shapes fully like this. Okay. So for the face, we're using an oval shape, but it's also like a U, so the oval is not finished. Half the top of his head is inside of his head, so we're just gonna do a U. It's really an oval for the face, but the inside is inside here. And then we'll just do a free line of a beard, and that can be any shape you like, kind of free-handed shape. Okay, and you can always refer to your shapes by reviewing your handout. We already had the heart shapes when we learned how to do shamrocks. These were 3 hearts for this type of shamrock, or 4-leaf clover had 4 heart shapes, right? And we did that, and I taught you how to do that. So you should have shamrocks all over here, and I'm giving you just time to finish up with the U shape and the beard, while I'm gonna add more shamrocks to my own paper. Now, the next step is I'm gonna do big round eyes and little U shape on top and U shape on the bottom for the sparkles in the eyes. And I'm going to fill it up all with black, like so. Little nose, big smiley face, and little B shape for the tongue, which you can fill out with pink if you have pink. All right. Some hair for your St. Patrick Leprechaun on top as well. I like to do orange or red beard and hair to match. You can use 2 different colors. Maybe red just here and there at the corners of each for shading, shape, or just for highlights, and rest with orange. Or rest I can fill in with some crayons too. Whatever colors that I have that I want to use. Or I can, for shading and texture, I can use the crayon markers and pencils just to see how different the textures are. And in art we can do that. We can experiment and do different addition to our artwork of whatever we like. For example, the light tone of a crayon can be used as a skin tone for his face. So I went ahead and did that. I don't want to give him teeth, but this one I did teeth. This guy has teeth. This one will not have teeth right now. They're all a little slightly different. We see we have to still do the ears, and they're pointy. So it's a diagonal line up, and then a little upside down J, and then a little line inside for nice big ears for our leprechaun. I like to give him nice little orange ends, and maybe finish with an orange crayon. All right, that looks great so far. It's nice and happy. For the next shape, for the body, we're gonna use, how about the trapezoid again? So for the jacket, let's just do a trapezoid jacket. And in the middle, it's gonna be a rectangle and square for the belt buckle. And that can be a belt right there. Okay, the belt buckle is gonna be gold. Maybe the whole belt will be gold. And little zigzag line for the jacket. A little, what are they called? Folds, for the folds. And you can color that one green color, or you can even shade it if you have a darker green. You can add some low lights. It's called low lights, so different values. A little darker value of that green. And I was giving him a rainbow shirt on this one, as you can see, just to match that rainbow, and that was really fun. So I'm gonna continue that same notion. I'm gonna start with red on top. Next is orange and practice Roy G. Biv. Next is yellow in that order. Next is green. Then is blue, and last is violet. Blue, I ran out of space here a little bit, so I'll go a little into the bucket just to add that violet in there. All right, this leprechaun is so welcoming. He has big open arms. Big open arms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give him big open arms, saying hello, welcome, Welcome everyone. And it's sort of like rectangles again, but pointing up. And for sleeves, I'm doing rectangles and a circle for a button. And for the hands, just free form 5 fingers. If you can, just do that. Try your best. Some 5 fingers for the hands. And we're gonna color the jacket. Same way. Lighter green first. And we're gonna do darker green on the sides. Some shading on the sides to just show some form. Not just a shape, but a form. So it looks more 3D. Give him more dimension. I'm gonna shade the hands. Same color I did for the face. Alright, so this guy ran out of space in this picture. And this one will have longer feet and legs than this one. This one will have shorter legs. So if you run out of space, you guys probably gonna have to have shorter shorts and then fit in those shoes, pointy shoes, and just free form some kind of shape of shoes that you can do. I pointed out like that. Give him a little buckle too on the shoes. I'll fill them out with black and give him a golden or yellow buckle. I like to give him striped socks with green and white. Like so. He's looking happy. I hope yours is coming together really well too. If you didn't finish coloring the shamrocks and we're waiting for everyone to finish, you can finish the details in your artwork while we're waiting for everybody to get to this step and have their leprechaun finished. So we can go to the next step. I'm just adding those low lights for shading for the shamrocks. And if you've already done that, that's wonderful. If you didn't, you can add some shading now. And the last step, I'll let you finish that. Last step will be a shape of an oval at the end of the rainbow, like if the rainbow is disappearing. So just side of the oval, and then big U again, big U to finish the pot. And there's going to be lots of circles for the coins. That we're going to color yellow. And the pot is going to be nice and brown, as you can see in this image. Each one will be very different, very whimsical. Don't forget to also write happy, Happy, Saint Patrick's, Patrick, apostrophe S, and day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Add as many shamrocks as you like, a whole garden of shamrocks to finish your painting, your drawing. I hope it turned out really magical. Finish coloring your pot with brown crayon, brown marker, whatever you have, or even gold, if you have that available. This one is like bronze. So use whatever marker that you have that you would like to use for your special St. Patrick's Day. It can be a welcome sign. You can put it by the door, on the door, or put it together as a card and give it to someone special. These are really neat. Look what I discovered. This one didn't have hair. I'm going to add some hair for him while I'm finishing up. And while we all finishing up the little details, we're going to check that we have all the components of our welcome sign. You can even add welcome. I will say welcome to art. Welcome to art. Okay, so you can finish up your special sign in any which way that you would like in order to finish all the pretty details. I hope you love it. I hope it came out beautiful and that you had fun with this lesson. Finish it all up and we're going to start packing up and cleaning.